People think that when they find their niche, it's going to be like rainbows and lollipops and everything is just going to click and then it's just going to be perfect. No, what you really want is going to at first kind of terrify you a little bit, but it doesn't mean something's wrong. In finding your niche, what did you think was the real problem or how you were going to find your niche? What is that first?
Oh, that's a good question. So I guess I had an idea before I started of what that was. I already had a kind of an idea of where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
And then obviously we had our breakthrough session and, we nutted it out then. What I then did was I started to join groups and things of the area that I thought I wanted to work in.
Yeah.
And then I kind of quickly realized that actually it didn't feel aligned, like it didn't feel right, like something was a bit off.
Yes. And how did you know that? Like what specifically was it that taught you that? Like, was it like, because some people will think, oh, I didn't like this particular client, so I must be in the wrong niche. How did you know? How did you know what the real problem was? What were you feeling that had you say, I don't think this is the right niche?
Because when I was in groups, I realized that there was the people that were in those groups, they weren't looking for solutions. They wanted to perpetuate the issues. I guess because I'm in the healing space, right? It was, when you tried to kind of offer them something that would be, I guess, move them to being better or feeling better or whatever. It was rejecting, I guess, just felt off. I just felt like I didn't belong there as well, actually. That's the other thing. I just felt like as I'm talking, it's kind of like I'm feeling for it. I haven't been awake very long, so I'm a bit...
No, you're doing great. You're doing great. But you didn't feel like you belong. So I feel like that's even more important for everybody to hear. Yes, people didn't want to really resolve it, but that can be those kind of people can exist in any industry.
Yes.
How did you know, right? Like it can be in any industry. There are people who will complain, but they don't really want to do something about it.
Yeah.
But how did you know that you're like, you know what, this is just, I don't belong. This is not feeling like I belong.
It was more that.
Go ahead. What were you going to say? I love that.
It was like I didn't belong, and I had this knowing deep down that what I wanted to do, I still had a fear of moving into that.
This is it. This is what I wanted. Yes. Okay, good. Now everybody hear that, okay? Because I wanted her to come on so I could help, get the gold that this is what people don't realize. That right there. So she didn't feel like she belonged in the other one. And then she kind of knew what she wanted, but it kind of, was fearful. That's how you know that's what you want. I just want everybody to hear that because it's not what normally people think. People think that when they find their niche, it's going to be like rainbows and lollipops and everything is just going to click and then it's just going to be perfect. No, what you really want is going to at first kind of terrify you a little bit, but it doesn't mean something's wrong. Like, I'm going to put it in a different context so people can feel it. If you had never had an incredible relationship, and I'm going to go back to what we were talking about earlier, like Michael's is a man, like he is definitely a dominant man, right? If before it's like, oh my God, those people terrorize me, but you really want an incredible relationship with someone who's up to something big, right? It's going to feel terrifying at first because you don't have the skills yet, but it doesn't mean that you should let go of what you want. It really means how you know you're moving in the right direction is you want to develop the skills to grow bigger than anything that's terrorizing you or fearful inside of it. So I just want everybody to hear that, because oftentimes people think that, oh, I must be on the wrong niche because this is frightening me, so it should feel something more comforting. No, that's not necessarily it, because it's going to require growth. Everybody feel this. What are the things that you look back in your life and the things that you were like, oh my God, that really meant a lot to you in hindsight? It was the things that caused you to become more, grow bigger. It's not the things that were not that big a deal. So I just want to capture the goal from her. Good. So you didn't belong. It actually was, you kind of knew it, but it was fearful, but you weren't like really going at it. What else? What else was that for you, that how you actually uncovered your real niche? Because this is so good for people to hear.
So I've been testing different buckets in different areas. So I've been doing different beta clients in different areas, a similar delivery, but in different spaces, I guess, and then the different back end buckets. And it was just that I uncovered it because someone asked me to do something in this scary space out of the blue.
Okay.
I just said yes, even though it was scary.
Okay, so I want to stop 1 second because this is going to get really good. So before that happened, that you got asked for that, can you feel when you said in Campfire, I just started feeling like maybe entrepreneurship is not for me?
Yeah.
That happened before you got invited, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, this is what I want to show you guys. That's when she let go, right? Everybody feel this. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. It's not the way you think. So as soon as she was willing to go, well, I guess entrepreneurship might not be for me. It's not for me. She let go of holding on to like doing it right in entrepreneurship of some sort. As soon as she let go, the way, because the path of least resistance, what you want will come through the path of least resistance. As soon as she let go, the way to what she really wanted showed itself.
That's exactly what happened.
I just want her, I want her to see, she still had a choice. She could have said, but she said yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the way we want to do it. I just wanted you to see why that happened that way, because it always comes from letting go.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful.